Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for April 3rd, 2020. This is a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you guys are just tuning in, this week we're doing things a little bit differently. I am going to be pulling an overall card from Stacey DeMarco's Goddesses and Sirens deck as sort of an overall energy for the reading, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull tarot and oracle cards. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's see who is going to help deliver the messages today. For the collective, did I say March 3rd? April 3rd, 2020. Some of you might want to go back to March 3rd, that 3-3 portal. I will also be doing a bonus reading for the 4-4 portal. So you guys should keep your eyes and ears peeled for that one. All right, who is coming to our April 3rd, 2020 reading? Here you are. Yeah, Greek tradition, Aphrodite, self-love. Yes, we love when Aphrodite shows up. You can just hear the giggles and the laughter and the music, such sensual pleasure as well. All right, so Aphrodite, just for those of you who, hold on one second, who don't know much about her. She doesn't seem to be in my book. I'm going to read you just a little bit of a background on Aphrodite. So Aphrodite's message is romantic love comes into focus. Build your love of self from the inside out. You only fear because you lack self-love and acceptance. Jealousy is unnecessary. Ooh. Immortalized by painters, poets, writers, and musicians throughout history, the beautiful and graceful Aphrodite needs little introduction. Arising from the sea foam near the Greek island of Cythera, borne ashore on a shell, she stepped upon the beach where flowers sprang from her footsteps. So lovely was the goddess that all of Olympus stopped to see her. Eros, in particular, found a kindred spirit in Aphrodite. Her mythos is vast, and she features in many stories, from the fall of Troy to the tale of Eros and Psyche. Aphrodite eventually married the brilliant blacksmith Hephaestus, son of Hera, though according to one story she was forced to marry him upon Hera's request. She inspired many other gods to love her, and it is said that any human who beholds her can never look upon another woman without comparing her to the goddess. While her role as a goddess of romantic love is well known, her primary lesson is one of self-love. Aphrodite shows us that we are born perfectly lovable and ready to accept our own beautiful selves. She encourages the development of love from the inside out rather than from the outside in. This way, we do not rely on anyone to give us our sense of self-worth or self-esteem. We know we are worth it. Without a healthy love of self, we reduce our personal power, often falling into petty jealousies, judging our bodies, and numbing our minds. Ooh, all right, you guys. So thank you, Aphrodite, for showing yourself and appearing to us in this reading and helping deliver the messages today. Let's go ahead and we're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides to the space to deliver the messages that we need to hear with the help of Aphrodite for the collective, April 3rd, 2020. I really keep wanting to say March 3rd. And you guys, I've got a peeker in here, a card that seems to be, maybe I'm wrong, the wrong way. All right, maybe I was wrong, sorry. Trick of the eye, or it's going to pop up for us. Okay, so messages for the collective. I think it's right here. It's going to drive me nuts. There you go. Look who it is. It's the Page of Wands. Ooh, passion, a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. Ooh, all right. Things are heating up in quarantine. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages we have for the collective, April 3rd, 2020. Okay, the Emperor, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, I'm just going to channel before I look at the overall energy. Somebody might not be getting what they want or the way that they want it, and they're thinking about not investing any more time in a relationship because they don't see it going anywhere. Now, again, this could be something that you're studying. It could be something that you're ready to give up on. It could be a course of study, something that you're doing from home. It could be, maybe your classroom studies have transitioned to online and you're ready to give up on those. It could be a relationship. It could be an investment of time, energy, and love into a person. It could be the job that you're doing. Again, maybe you've made your job transition to one from working from home, and things right now aren't that clear at the moment. But you are being asked to step in your power. For others of you, you might be dealing with a domineering partner or boss. Okay, your overall energy. I love this card. This is also, I have many favorite cards in the deck, but the Six of Swords is one of them. And this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And I'm just getting this message from Spirit that help from above is coming. Your prayers have been answered. They've been heard. You will be ferried across this water. Across this sea, across this lake, across this river. Gosh, I'm just getting this message like the river Styx, which I know is the underworld. For some of you, you might be worried about somebody who has passed, or you might be dreaming about someone who's passed. And this is Spirit's message that that they're okay, that they made it across the river Styx. They're in good hands. They're healthy. They're happy. This is a very specific message for somebody who's waiting to hear from somebody who has crossed, or you're worried about somebody who has passed over, that they're doing just fine. Okay. For the rest of us, this message is, there's help. There's help from above, or maybe somebody's going to come in, send you a message, help you with work, help you with your studies, maybe even help you within relationship and provide guidance and help to take things from, a stormy area of your life and move it into a much more passive, blissful and peaceful transition and period of time for you. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is hard work. Somebody might be getting bored, or whatever you're doing is no longer rewarding for you. So you don't feel like either it's not paying the bills in that sense, okay, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship that's not fulfilling you, or it's just your person isn't right for you, or you don't feel like you're doing enough. For example, maybe you feel like the work that you're doing or the studies that you're doing are kind of mindless, or not helping you, or not giving back enough to the community at large. All right, so interesting energy there. And then we have the Eight of Wands. This is a lack of communication. This is my law of attraction. This is set your intentions and then detach from those intentions, and understand that in detaching, that once you set your intentions, especially those of us who work with moon magic, that you have to release your attachment to the outcome. That's really, really important. Okay. And the Eight of Wands could be something that has stopped in its track. I mean, literally, these wands are flying through the air, and like a cartoon, boom, in the middle they just drop. And that's sort of what I was picking up on here. Somebody who's been investing a lot of time and energy, but they're not really getting what they want. Okay. And it is creating a bit of confusion, but there's a new direction that they need to move in. With the guidance of Aphrodite, for some of you, this is going to be, this is going to be about a romantic relationship. For others of us, it has to do with self-love and self-worth, and it has to do with loving yourself enough to set boundaries and to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. So if you are engaging in a relationship or a job or a behavior that's just an energy suck, that's not giving you any sort of fulfillment, okay, or you're over giving, okay, you're not receiving some sort of commensurate amount of money or energy or love or information in return, okay, then, love yourself enough to set some boundaries and to walk away. The Emperor's Aries energy, and again, he is setting his boundaries. Some of you might need to set your boundaries with a domineering partner or boss, or a curriculum for some of you just might be like absolutely out of control, too much to handle at a time like this. So again, it's recognizing what you can do at this time, what is, and I'm one who believes very strongly in hard work and not giving up, but there's a point where, and I mentioned this in a reading before, where the line between stubbornness and determination, where do you draw the line? And sometimes we have to hit the eject button if it's whatever we're engaging in, relationship, job, course of study, behavior pattern, thought process is a detriment to us, is something that's negative for us. Okay, so having that strength and that courage to set your boundaries or to stand up to someone, and that very someone might be the domineering part of yourself that might berate you for giving up. It's so interesting. A lot of times people reading books, and I used to do this, I believe in finishing books that you read, but to a point. If you absolutely can't get to the end of the book, you know what, put it down. There's another book that you were meant to read. So again, I'm not saying give up easily and don't follow through. Okay, that's not my message, but be also kind to yourself and use Aphrodite's help. It's like, is this even benefiting me? And knowing where to draw the line. The Nine of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is all about wish fulfillment. In the reverse, it's taking us to that Eight of Cups energy, which is all about walking away. So some of you may not be getting what you wanted, what you've wished for, the way you wanted it to. Okay, so pay attention to that. See if you set your intentions and you're getting what you want, but not exactly the way you wanted to. Do you have to relax a little bit on your control and trying to micromanage the way that you receive your manifestations, right? For others of us, it is all about, having the courage and the self-love to walk away from something that's no longer serving us. The Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is your investment of time, energy, and love. And some of you, I think, are feeling frustrated. It's a need for going within, some introspection. And in reverse, it takes us back to the Six of Pentacles. Is there balance within this relationship? Is it a romantic relationship, family relationship, with the job you're doing, with the book you're reading, right? I mean, I know that seems so funny, but sometimes, I need to even tell myself that, like, it's okay to not finish this book that, is just sort of sucking the life out of you. Or a course of study, or maybe even a job that you have to reevaluate. All right, and then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, which is a lack of clarity. So there is a need for you to, for grounding. There's a need for you to balance. There's a need for you to set boundaries. Love yourself enough, okay? Get to be compassionate and give yourself the time to write this Ace of Swords. You cannot go in a new direction unless you take steps, okay? And you have to love yourself first. If this is a romantic relationship, you may have been manifesting your soulmate or twin flame or life partner, whatever that might be. But, sometimes that person comes into our lives and we're not ready because we haven't done that self-love and that self-care. So this is telling me, Spirit is saying it's okay. Give yourself the time that you need to heal and to balance. And really, some of us out here, all of us, I think need to work on our self-worth and our self-love, especially at a time like this. Additional messages for the collective, April 3rd, 2020. Four of Fire. Yeah, this is very awesome because this is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a soulmate or twin flame relationship. For a lot of us, it has to do with a marriage or a contract as well. So again, it could be, a contract you have with a job, with a family member, with a spouse. Okay, something where you guys have to set your boundaries. Again, it could be that you have manifested soulmate or twin flame energy into your life, or the union with your counterpart, and you might not be ready. So if you find yourself not being quite ready, then set your boundaries. Look at that, the Emperor coming out. Then pull back. Okay, and it doesn't mean you're hurting anyone, but if you're not ready, if you find yourself not ready, it's time for you to focus on the self-love that Aphrodite is helping you with this week. Now you guys get the Emperor card again, double confirmation that you guys need to step into your power. There's also some heavy Leo energy associated with this card and the Lion. This is so interesting because he's also holding, look at what he's holding. He's holding that Ace of Swords, you guys. Can you see that? Wow. Yeah, and he's putting his sword down. All right, he's taking a stand. He's setting boundaries. Again, this is you. I think you guys really have to stand up to somebody who's domineering, somebody who, might be crossing the line. They might be, asking too much of you at this time, a partner or a boss. Okay, and yes, of course, we want to help everybody, as much as we can. We want to do a good job. We're trying to regain stability, keep our jobs, as we're working from home and that sort of thing. But there's also a line to be drawn, and there's a lot of courage that's going to be needed here to love yourself enough to walk away from someone or something. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean walking away that you have to up and quit your job or up and leave your relationship. You guys, look at that. But it does mean taking a stand, and that's taking a stand on your behalf. Remember yesterday, the Valkyries, they were sharpening their swords behind us, willing to go to battle for us. But it's us who, we have to take that. We have to be the leader, the commander. We have to take that first step. Then you guys get the Sun card, happiest card in the deck. That and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the minor arcana version of the Sun card. So you guys, there is some real happiness and joy coming to you. All right, Spirit does want me to sort of go back to Aphrodite and to romance, because some of you are going to, once you guys really step into your power and you release control here, releasing a little bit of control, that you guys are going to get, the be all end all of happiness here. There are beautiful, beautiful things coming to you. And we can't forget the amazing Six of Swords. This is a transition period, moving from a rocky or stormy area or time in our lives to the beautiful, happy, free. We don't worry about anything because we know that we're protected and surrounded by our angels and our spirit guides. And our lives are full of love and happiness and abundance. So yeah, I hope you guys feel that same sort of warm energy that just sort of came over me. I hope you guys feel that as well, because Spirit's saying, we're going to step out into the sun, step out of the shadows. Spring is here, and I think more so towards the end of April, we will be less restricted, and we'll be able to enjoy more the outdoors and the blossoming flowers for those of us who are in the Northern Hemisphere. Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Yeah, beautiful. So this is just sort of take your own internal temperature, you guys. And be willing to go with the flow and be adaptable, but don't be overly adaptable with this Emperor energy. You don't have to bend over backwards for somebody who is, being domineering or selfish, or is, or if for whatever situation is unbalanced. And act as if, remember to attract what you want in your life with, law of attraction. You have to allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to feel the energy that you want to attract. So you can even start that by imagining, you know, imagining life with this person, imagining life with an amazing job that's fulfilling and pays the bills. Imagine what it feels like to have the abundance, okay, and act as if it's already happened. That's one of the final steps, or one of the most important steps to working with law of attraction. Butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. Yeah, nice. You get the card number 11 again coming out. So we have 11 and we have 1, and then we have my 1111 card. For some of you, this does have to do with a counterpart journey. All right. And look at the bottom of the deck here. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to be starting a new journey with someone or just in life, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to yield beautiful results, abundance, happiness, love, light, healing. Final message for the collective, April 3rd, 2020. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Yeah, so again, we're getting that echo here of Aphrodite. I love myself. I love myself. Yes, I love that, you guys. This is a beautiful reading. Take pride in who you are and everything that you've done. Make sure that you stand up, stand up to or set the boundaries that are necessary to also, to show your inner self how much you love and respect yourself, and that you're not willing to tolerate, an imbalanced relationship, or to tolerate, anybody who's not respecting your boundaries, or a situation that isn't giving as much as you are. Okay, so I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love how the colors here are working and just bringing us into this sun. If we take a look here, look at that. They're moving out of the darkness into the light. Put that card right there. You can see it. You can feel it happening, I hope. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. Most of all, I want to thank you guys for being on this journey with me. Keep your eyes and ears open for the 444 portal reading I'm going to do for you guys. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful weekend. Take care.